In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how an ICU nurse was able to wholesale virtually in a market that he had no experience in. And the best part of all, he spent $0 on marketing by way of an underground strategy that many of you may have heard of. But in this video, we're going to go into deep details of exactly how to do it.
Can you dig it?
Now, make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to let you know how you can get the cheat codes that will allow you to execute this strategy, but only if you stay to the end and watch the full video. Hey, everybody, this is Charles Blair, the Mad Scientist, and I am honored to have Mr. Evan Gross on the actual broadcast today. You guys are going to be blown away because this is a strategy that I first introduced at my Real Deal meetup group about 2.5 months ago. And this strategy that we're going to be talking about, Evan has actually been implementing over the last year. As a matter of fact, he only has a little bit over a year worth of experience. And using Facebook groups, he has already been able to close a number of deals. So we're going to go into how you can start closing deals with Facebook groups on the cheap, because a lot of people talk about Facebook ads. This ain't that. This is using Facebook groups to close real estate deals. Evan, please introduce yourself and say hello to everyone.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thanks for bringing me on, Charles. Yeah, so I've just been doing real estate a little over a year. I have a full-time job, so I just do this on the side, and I've been able to close some good deals just from posting in like Facebook yard sale groups and other groups.
So before we go into the details of how you're doing it, let
Yeah.
people know by trade, you are a registered nurse, right?
Yeah, I work as a nurse in the ICU a few days a week. Yeah, so I do that and I do real estate and yeah, I just try to balance both.
And I noticed that in the last year, you've done a total of 8 deals, and that you working a full-time job, you don't see it as a challenge, where most people say, hey, man, it's hard to balance the two. How are you able to put that ICU nurse career on one bucket and then that real estate investing career on another bucket and make them both work?
Yeah, definitely it's a balance of time, but um when I'm not, the good thing is usually I work 3 days a week, so I have 4 days off, and I try to take my mind off of nursing when I'm not in the hospital, so it's a good balance. When I'm not there, I try to focus on the real estate, and
Gotcha.
yeah,
So
yeah.
what kind of uh, business do you have on the real estate side? Is it a one-man shop? Do you have a VA or two working with you? What does that look like?
Yeah, so right now it's like a one-man shop. I'm working on refining my systems and processes to so then eventually I could get like a VA or someone to help. But I do have like I do some driving for dollars. I do send out mail. I have like an answering service so they could answer
Mhm.
while I'm like in the hospital. So I do that, and then I just yeah, I'm still working on refining it because it would be good once I can have other people help me out.
I
Like a
understand
VA.
completely, man, because that's one of the challenges that investors have in this business. Do I be a solopreneur or do I jump out there and just start hiring people and bringing them into my organization? For those of you who don't know who I am, I've been doing investing now for about 30 years. We're currently investing in 6 markets. And one of the challenges that I have when it comes to working with investors and in what we're doing in this actual community is that a lot of people don't believe real estate investing work until they close that first deal. I mean, up until that point, it's just theory. Everybody else is closing deals. I haven't closed that first deal. I don't know if this stuff actually work. Tell me about your first deal. It's only been a year now. So tell me about what that feeling was and tell me about that first deal, how it came to be.
Yeah, definitely. So the first deal I did, um, I started. it actually came from the strategy that we're going to talk about, but um, it k- it took many months to follow up, and I'm not really like a sales type of person, so I just kept following up with this lady, and I probably could have closed the deal much sooner if I would have just, made an offer sooner. And I went to my friend's office, in like Trenton, New Jersey. He does a lot of deals, and I was just telling him like what I was working on. He's like, "Let's call the lady right now and get it locked up." So, um, I was kind of sitting on this lead for a while, and it was like before COVID. And COVID, they didn't want to meet, but then eventually we got it locked up, and my friend kind of helped me uh, move the process forward. And it, we got it under contract. We had a buyer for like a $10,000 assignment fee. We were gonna split the
Nice.
assignment because he helped with the buyer and the disposition.
Right.
And there ended up being more tax liens than we expected,
Hmm.
and the tax lien holder wanted like ransom money. I guess they wanted an extra $5,000. So my friend that helped me with the deal, he just gave up his half. I ended up making 5,000. He just wanted me to get my first deal done because he saw me taking action. He saw
Right.
me out hanging door hangers and stuff, so he just wanted to help. Like, so, I couldn't have done it without his help. But then that built the momentum, and then I was able to do more deals after that. But it all
And
started just taking action, and like when you take action, other people want to help you.
yeah, because you said yourself, you had that deal sitting there,
Yeah.
and you was just looking at it until you approach your friend and say, "Hey, let's call the person today."
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you got $5,000 in your pocket.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about 6, 7 deals later. I know you're doing wholesaling. I think the majority of your deals are wholesaling. You're also doing something in the Burr method. You also got a rehab and flip you're working on. So what has changed from a deal just sitting there to you're actually actively aggressively going after stuff?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Just getting different experience, talking with sellers more, getting more comfortable, and then just looking at the bigger picture. Like some of these wholesale deals, I should have kept, or I should have turned into a rehab or something. So I'm trying to figure out how to maximize the potential of each deal. Like the fix and flip I'm working on, we were initially just going to do a fix and flip, but I'm like, wait, we can refinance it and do a burr, and then make money each month. And if I just keep selling off wholesale deals, I'm not gonna get any passive income coming in. So that's I'm trying to acquire more properties.
Right.
And
Now, one of the ways in which you are really crushing it is using free marketing strategies, Facebook groups. First of all, give us a little background about how did this strategy come to be, and then we'll go into the actual strategy itself. How did you learn this strategy?
yeah, I'm part of a lot of different Facebook groups. I was in this one and I just saw someone post about a Facebook strategy. So
Mhm.
I kind of just copied like the script that they used. I mean, I changed it up a little bit, and then I just started implementing it. Just joined all the yard sale groups in my local area, and just would like copy and paste and post it in the discussion area of the Facebook groups. And then I just be getting messages like just out of nowhere. Like it was just interesting. Like people really are in those yard sale groups, and they have houses they need to sell.
So,
Yeah.
guys, if you didn't hear correctly, the strategy that Evan is going through right now, the one that is really paying off the most right now, is a free marketing strategy through Facebook groups. And what he's doing is basically signing up to different types of Facebook groups, and we'll go further into what types of Facebook groups they are. And he's actually marketing in those groups by asking people if they have a property they have for sale. And so far, by using this strategy, you've gotten how many deals under contract and closed?
Yeah, I think a few, like three or four. I mean, I just did a deal virtually in Michigan, and that one was a big deal. And that was just I posted in Facebook group like
Mhm.
I offer referral fees or whatever, and someone messaged me, and I just ran with it and just made it work.
Yeah, and that's the deal. If I'm not mistaken, that was the deal that generated I think with a $51,000 payday.
Yeah, $51,500 assignment fee. So that was just from Facebook.
And that's all from just posting in a Facebook group.
Yes, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the details of the strategy because I introduced this same strategy. I've been doing it now for about 3 months. And I've
Oh,
only gotten one deal, but one
yeah,
deal in 3 months. Ain't no, I mean,
that's
we're
awesome.
not going to change. I told my meetup members about this strategy 3 months ago. What is the way in which you're implementing it? How many groups you're signing up to, and what does your process look like for this strategy?
Yeah, so I've started focusing on like my local area, and
Hmm.
I would just look up all the towns in my area and then just like search on Facebook for groups related to the town, like yard sale groups and stuff, buy and sell, garage sale, anything related, or even just a regular town thing. Um,
Estate sale, Uber groups.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I started off with, like, the towns, and then I just,
Hmm.
sometimes I would recommend other groups, so I would just do, like, a radius around my area of what I'm looking for, join
Right.
those ones, and I would just post, like, a generic message in those. But I also started, adding, like, groups that people are out in the field, like Uber drivers, inspectors, different
Right.
occupations like that, and I would change the message saying like, I'm looking for distressed properties. I offer a referral fee, and that's another aspect that I add in addition to the regular yard sale post. Um,
Now, in this strategy, how many posts a day are you posting, and what's that process look like?
Yeah, so there's not an exact science behind it. I don't know what the algorithm is for Facebook, but I just try to post like maybe 30 a day in 30
Got it.
different groups. I don't want to overpost. I when I did the deal in Michigan, I ended up getting blocked on Facebook for like 2 weeks because I posted too many times, but I got a deal out of
Right.
it. So you want to balance. You don't want to post too much, and you don't want to keep posting the same message. You want to change it up. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I,
I don't know what the limit is for Facebook, but, um, that's what I'm sticking to for now until I figure it
yeah.
out better.
The way we've been doing it, and you tell me if this is similar. The way we would do it is, for example, we would sign up for about 10 groups at 11 o'clock in the morning. And then at 6 o'clock in the evening, we will post to those 10 groups and then sign up to an additional 10 groups. And then the next day, we do the exact same thing, sign up to some more, post to some more. But we have about an 8 or 9 hour spread between posting. Because just like you said, Facebook will hit you with a penalty for what they consider spam or aggressive posting policies.
Yeah,
The key
definitely.
point to what you're saying is posting in a discussion session.
Mhm.
That's the key. Give us a sample of what one or two of those posts would look like or sound like if somebody's reading it.
Yeah, so, like, in, like, the groups like Uber and Lyft or people out in the field, I'll just be like, hey guys, I have an opportunity if you want to make extra money along your regular duties. I'm a real estate investor. Like I'm looking for properties that need work. If you send me all I need is the address. If I end up buying the house, I'll pay you a $500 referral fee. Comment or send me a message if you're interested.
Right.
Um, yeah, something like that, and then, like, in a yard sale or garage sale group, I just be like, "I'm looking for a house, needs work, maybe behind on payments, I don't care, any condition, I don't care. If you send me it I pay a referral fee or, just message me. I'm not looking for something that's top dollar or perfect condition. If it's in that condition, go list it with a realtor." Um, something along
Right.
that.
You want something that's tore up from the floor up. So,
Ye
what do your schedule look like when it comes to your posting? Are you spending an hour a day, 2 hours a day doing these postings? What does your business schedule look like with that?
That's a good question. I need to be more consistent with it. But when I do it, I'll just knock out the post and I'll just be doing it and I'll probably be like listening to a podcast or a YouTube video while I'm doing it and I'll put like the groups in alphabetical order and then
Hmm.
just like keep track so then I can spread it out. I don't want to keep posting in the same group each time, but it doesn't take that long. It takes a few minutes to just post in the groups.
Yeah,
And
I agree. I agree. That's exactly what we're doing. We have a spreadsheet where it tells us what posts, what groups we post in on Monday, what groups we post in on Tuesday, and so on and so on and so on. And then we wash, rinse, and repeat every 5 or 6 days so that we're never hitting that same group more than once a week.
yeah,
And that way we're not getting any issues with spamming. Is it something similar to that or that you're
yeah,
doing?
yeah. I actually had a spreadsheet at one time, but then I just like, let me just keep track, just do it alphabetical order. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then also sometimes I go back and delete my old posts because then people, uh, I don't know, I just like want to take out the old posts and just put
Yeah.
fresh ones. Yeah.
And that's a good idea because that was a strategy we used to do with Craigslist. When you used to could do this kind of thing in Craigslist, you would post like this, but you would delete the old post so that it doesn't look like you're spamming. And it especially works great when you're doing it in groups where there's not a lot of activity. You don't want to have 10 posts of you looking to buy houses and everybody else only have one post. So you're absolutely right. Delete the old post, put something fresh in there.
Definitely. Yeah, you don't wanna look like a robot, like, you wanna just look, like, genuine. You don't wanna, like, have weird pictures or, like, emojis and stuff, you just wanna, like, seem like a regular person when you post it, and that's I've had the
Which
most
brings up to the
success.
question. Which brings up to the question: do you change up? So do you make it look different and stuff?
Um, I just change up the words a little bit. I try to keep it
Right.
consistent, and sometimes I'll post a similar message and people that I've talked to and then they went ghost, they'll message me again. They're like, "I still wanna sell my house." They'll see if I post
Yep.
again. So, yeah, I just try to keep it simple and basic. Like, some people I've seen post, like, a whole picture and an
Yep.
emoji, and it just looks kinda spammy that way. I just try
Got
to
you.
come off as a regular type of thing, but
Yeah.
so it
Yep.
depends what kinda group. It depends on, like, the who's running the group. Like, there's some groups you could just post anything in, and then there's other ones where they're kinda strict, so I try to keep it, like, low key.
So on this last deal that came in where you made $51,000 as a wholesale fee, tell us about it. What was it? What was the process? Did it come through your direct messages? How did that deal come to be?
Yeah, so I think it was in some Uber or Lyft or maybe some field inspector group. And I just said, like, I'm looking for properties that, distressed properties maybe need work. If you send me it, I'll pay you a referral fee. And then this lady commented, she's like, "Do you buy properties in Michigan?" I'm like, I never even been to Michigan. I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I just gathered the information and I kind of just ran with it. I never been to Michigan. I uh I kind of just like put things together and made it work. I found through my network, I got an investor to help me with pictures and like rehab estimate
Mm-hmm.
to view the property, and then the seller wasn't good with like computers or technology, so I just went on like this thumbtack app, and I found this notary, and I'm like, can you get this signed for me? And can you also go to Home Depot and get a lockbox and other stuff?" And she was like, she was great. And she ended up holding the walkthrough with the cash buyers. It worked out
Hold on, hold
perfectly.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You actually got your notary to take pictures and show your property for you.
Yeah, yeah, she got the signature signed. She put the lockbox on. She held the walkthrough. Yeah, yeah,
Did you have to pay her extra?
so I'm just like, charge me whatever. She just like, just charged me like $30 for the thing, for the notary thing, and then like 40 or $50 for the walkthrough. I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll just pay it. I can't make it to Michigan. And then once the deal closed, I didn't say anything, but I just sent her like $500 bonus, just for her help.
Nice.
And now she'll help me with any property in Michigan if I need her. So
So now you got boots on the ground in Michigan.
yeah, yeah, yep.
So how many other locations are you practicing this strategy in, and are you doing it nationwide, or do you have a specific areas that you're doing it in right now?
So that one was kind of random in Michigan. So, but I realized it's so it was easier to find buyers and do stuff in Michigan than it is here in Jersey. So I joined more yard sale groups. I'll do some over there, and then I just joined like other areas where I've been to or I'm familiar with the area. Like I'm working on a few
Right.
leads right now in like the Pittsburgh area. I have a friend over there, but I realized I could implement this anywhere. Um,
Got it. What are you looking at, Evan, in regards to, hey, after 1 week, I'm looking at X amount of leads I'm getting from this every week or every month. What does that number look like?
That's a good question, and I need to keep better track of my KPIs and really keep track of how many posts I do, how many leads come into my inbox. So
Right.
I actually don't even track that right now, but that's a great point. I need to do that. But I know
Absolutely.
the other day I posted in like 30 groups. I ended up getting like 4 or 5 messages like right away. Um,
Nice.
so yeah, it really depends on what groups you post in.
Does
Um,
any of those messages look like good opportunities?
yeah, yeah, like 2 of them were these ones in, like, Pennsylvania, and I'm working on getting them under contract soon, hopefully. I don't know, I have to keep track of everything.
No problem, man. No
Yeah.
problem. Like I said, this strategy is a great strategy. If you're looking to get into the business, you have more time than money. You've already proved and shown that it worked. Like I said, we're using the strategy as well. What kind of advice would you give to somebody who's just starting? You've only been doing it for a year, who really wants to try to crack that nut of getting that first deal. What kind of advice would you give to them?
Yeah, you just have to take action and even if you're not entirely sure what you're doing, just take imperfect action and just do something and stick to it. Listen to a proven method that works and just do it until you get a deal.
I
And
agree with you 100% because a lot of the marketing strategies work. The problem is people don't work them so that they will work. So you are stuck in this mindset, you're stuck in that mindset, and you just don't put forth the effort. If somebody wanted to reach out to Evan and network with him or give him some deals or whatever, how would they contact you, my friend?
yeah, well, you could message me on Facebook. My name's Evan Gross, but there's other people. You could also go on Instagram. It's Evan J Gross on Instagram, or you could send me an email. You could send me an email at info@propertynursellc.com. Um, yeah, I'm on social media. I guess that's the best way you could reach me.
Evan, this is my wife, Tammy Blair.
Hi,
Hey,
Tammy.
Evan.
How you
I
doing?
was in the background listening. I like to
Ah.
be in the background. Yeah, I was in the background, but I heard you said that you were a nurse, and God bless you for everything that you do. Because a lot of people, you are still a practicing nurse right now.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm actually injured right now. I hurt myself lifting a patient. I have to have surgery, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope that you're okay.
Yeah,
That's why you
yeah.
making it. That's why you doing this thing with real estate. You understand what I'm saying? I heard
Yeah, I
everything. You out
appreciate
here doing the daggone thing.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
No, we
Yeah.
appreciate it because now you're sharing it with,
Our
everybody with our
community.
mastermind students and everybody out here. It could be another nurse that might be listening to you and they figure out, well, I can do this if Evan can do this. So
Absolutely.
absolutely. But keep on rocking out, man.
Thank you,
Thank
my
you.
friend. We
Thank
got
you
to
so
get
much.
out of here. On behalf of my wife, Tammy Blair, and Mr. Evan Gross, we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys for staying to the end. As promised, I have a special bonus for each and every one of you. I'm going to give you my complete Facebook group cheat codes. That's right, the exact same system that Evan was talking about. I'm going to put it to you in your hands in the form of a PDF and I'll send it to you. All you have to do is just 2 things. 1, subscribe to the channel, and 2, leave a comment below asking for the Facebook group cheat codes. This is Charles Blair, the Mad Scientist. I hope you will be a permanent fixture watching these videos, and make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified as soon as we put out new content. You know we put out the best. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.